So the next business we're going to visit is Colonel D's. And boy, when you walk into Colonel D's, you immediately smell the aroma of these wonderful spices and herbs. And I'm here today with John. John, tell us a little bit about your business.
So this is Colonel D's Gourmet Herbs and Spices, as she said, and we actually started here at Finley Market in 2006. Right there in that stand that Dojo Gelato is now in, we had a small table with about 12 different spices on it at the time. As you can see, we've expanded quite a bit now. And so really our focus is on the culinary aspect of herbs and spices and spice blends. So all of our spice blends we do proprietarily here in-house. We used to do all of the blending actually right over here in this little dogleg area, and now we've actually opened up a dedicated headquarters right across the river in Fort Thomas, Kentucky that has an infinite amount more space than we used to operate in. And so again, we blend all these up. We have some that are recreations of things you're familiar with. For instance, we have a new bay seasoning, which is our take on an old bay seasoning. We have Eli's dry rub seasoning, which we actually made in conjunction with Eli as he founded his barbecue business. And then we have ones that are entirely our own, holy smoked. It's a very simple barbecue blend, salt, garlic, pepper, onion, but it's a smoked salt. And smoking some of these spices and spice blends is one of the big things that we do here. For instance, we have a partnership with New Riff Distillery just across the river in Bellevue that they provide us with their bourbon barrels, and we actually break down those bourbon barrels and use those to smoke a few things, our salt, pepper, we have a bourbon smoked paprika as well, and all that kind of culminates in one of our most popular blends is our Old Bourbon Trail blend. Now our Old Bourbon Trail uses those bourbon smoked ingredients, and so it creates a very well-rounded, sweet, smoky barbecue with a little bit of the rosemary and herb coming through, and that is without a doubt one of the best things that we do. As far as the rest goes, there are, again, nearly an infinite amount of options as far as flavor goes. So we get all the way down here, and then as we get down here further, we have our soup blends, and then chilies, and then curry powders. And at the same time, here along the back wall are all chili peppers. So people will come in here looking for some of the most eclectic ingredients you can imagine, because it's one of the only places that you can actually find them. And so that is our primary focus. We source all these spices, all this flavor from all over the world, and at the same time some of it is very local. But we try and bring it all together to have the largest possible selection of spices and herbs that you can really find anywhere in the area outside of, say, maybe a Jungle Jim's or something along those lines.
Well, thank you, John. One last question.
Yeah, absolutely.
So what's the minimum amount you can purchase, and what's the maximum?
So we actually theoretically have no minimum. There's no minimum on card sales, and as long as our scale will weigh up any of these spices, we will sell it to you. For instance, we have people coming in pretty regularly with just a recipe, and they're like, I apologize, I need a half a teaspoon of allspice, and I'm like, I can do that. I can absolutely do that. So there's no minimum, at the same time there's no maximum.
Yeah.
So I'll sell you whatever you'd like.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
Take care.
You as well. Stay safe.